Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel with the Bake. I haven't done a planner video in a long time, so this is kind of exciting. I did say that I was going to review this planner. I don't know if I'm still going to do that. I do really like it. It's the personal planner in like the largest size they offer. It's working really well for me, but I don't know if I want to make a whole video about it, just reviewing it. Because I kind of like the style of like showing you what I did or tutorials more than just like reviewing products, and I don't necessarily want to ask for more product recommendations to review because I don't have a lot of money to spend on things that I'm going to review if I don't know if I'll like them or not. So just to say that. But yeah, this video is just kind of showing my process of planning for the week, and I'll probably also rant about school in here a bit because school is something. So basically what you're seeing me do right now is go through to my monthly calendar where I've already plugged in all of my syllabi, so I have everything that's ever going to be due this semester on the monthly, and that's all I use the monthly for. So then I reference it every week, and I go through and I add my homework assignments on usually the day before they're due. This week I have a really long project, so I wrote that on several days, but usually I just need to do them the day before they're due because they're like short response assignments. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I color-coded my planner recently because your boy Cindy Gunter Baldo, I love her so much. She has been making videos for like pen-only planning, and they kind of inspired me to color code my planner. And I did have color coding for my classes before. Like I used to have different colored folders for like whatever class it was. But this time I really focus on like putting the assignments in that color. Because in some cases, the color of the class will tell me like what I'm allowed to procrastinate on, which isn't the best way to look at it, but I know that my purple class comes after my green class, so I'll maybe do my green homework before my purple homework, because I know it's not due until later. And I find that that actually really helped me prioritize my stuff. And I also have color coding outside of my classes now, which I didn't used to. So like red is fursuit work, green is crochet commissions, and blue is my writing center job. But yeah, it's kind of helping me see like also where my time is going in any given day. And yeah, so I really like the color coding. The next thing I wanted to talk about is COVID at school, and I know you're probably tired of hearing it, but it's just been on my mind recently that like the school I go to isn't really doing the best. They're kind of vague about how many cases we have, and I just don't think that's super cool. If you don't already know, I'm doing fully online learning, so I don't have to worry about catching COVID as much as the people on campus, but I'm still worried for my friends and the professors that work there. It's kind of a sticky situation. They are saying that they're projecting that they'll be able to finish the semester in person. And yes, they are using the guidelines and stuff, but you know, I'm just worried, you know. I think they could do it all online and it would be fine. Or like for the people that have to learn in class, give them like a voucher for the next time. Like maybe they could take a year off. I don't know if we'll have this all fixed in a year, but you know, have them take a year off and come back later with the same scholarships and all that. But back to planner land. I'm just putting in washi tape for some color. I really like this teal color. One of my friends from high school really likes teal, so I always think of her when I use it. And now I'm going to go in and add all my classes and work. My work schedule isn't as regular as it used to be. It used to be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday was all the same time, and Tuesday, Thursday was all the same time, but now they're all different. So I have to check the week before and make sure that I get the right time on there, and then I just mark it with like a line to show that that's how many hours I'm working. But if I actually have an appointment, then I have to write that in as well. And you can see me also writing my classes in there. But the thing with the writing center is we get paid per hour even if there are no appointments. but I have these repeating appointments with like students from the studio class who are actively working on their, like, improving their writing. So I pretty much always have at least 3 appointments per week, which is a bit tiring, but it's nice to see the students actually like learning and like putting into place like the concepts that I teach them, or like creating strategies that help them, or using the strategies that I teach them. So that's pretty cool. And then I have this sticker page from my mom. She sent this to me in a letter. Save the USPS, send letters. It's really fun. I sent a letter to my boyfriend and my friend from college who just graduated, and they really appreciate them, and it's really fun to get a nice letter in the mail instead of just another bill. But yeah, so now I'm just going through and adding decorative stickers to the top of the page because I am not waking up before 8. No way, I don't do that anymore. If I had an 8 o'clock class, then I would probably just wake up at 7:59 and join with no camera. So yeah. But yeah, so I'm putting the stickers where I know I won't have stuff in the time slots, but also like at the bottom where there's some room, and putting them at the bottom, even though I might need that room, it helps me not to schedule too much stuff in one day, so I don't like overwork myself, because I have a tendency to do that. But yeah, so that's where those are going. But yeah, besides the planner stuff, I am doing pretty okay in school. I think I have A's in all my classes right now. Some of them are kind of confusing. Like, I'm in a film class, and the one professor is very particular about the way she does participation points and attendance points. So I apparently did the participation points. I went like above and beyond because I submit like a huge stack of notes to her every Monday, for like the chapter we're supposed to read. But she was like, oh, that doesn't count for attendance because doing notes doesn't mean you were in class. And I'm like, you don't take attendance yourself? But yeah, so we figured out what I was supposed to be doing to turn in my attendance, and hopefully she forgives my previous, what looks like absences, because I didn't have the paper sheet to give her at the end of each class, which is how she tells attendance, but obviously I'm not in the class physically, so she just said to email her a picture of it and fill it in, which, you know, I'm sure someone has cheated before by just filling in days when they weren't there, but I don't know. It's kind of a weird system to me. And you might notice that in this planner I don't have a habit tracker, and I think I've mentioned this before on my channel, but I've been using an app called Habitica for my daily stuff, and that's been working really well, and it helps me not kind of clutter up my now reduced space per day in my planner with like little things that I'm supposed to do every day, like weighing myself, feeding my cat. Those are important and need to get done, but they're not really worth the space in my planner. And then what you just saw with the iPad was me checking my Google Calendar, because I schedule for the future in Google Calendar, and I have to check it. So anything that's not regularly occurring will show up on there. And then I also, in a second here, I'll go in and add some live streams. I live with a musician, and she recently got a Patreon. And as someone who lives with her, I get to participate in the game nights. So I like to put those on there, because I'm also like a moderator in the chat. So it's fun to just hang out and play games with her patrons. But yeah, that's what that live stream is about. And then finally I go through and find like specific stickers. So like for the music stream, I put a music note. For a crafty Zoom call with my mom, I put like a paintbrush, and just little stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much how I do my weeks now. It's not super complicated, but that's how I make sure I don't miss anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and maybe share it with your friend if you think that they'll like it. Leave me a comment and tell me how you're feeling about school or how your planning situation is going. And I'll try to respond to all of them. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!